All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. And if you're seeing this video from whichever time zone you're seeing it, welcome. Do me a favor as you jump on, whether you see this live or whether you see this as a replay, drop your city and state, like, share, and tag. Talking to you right now, YouTube. Drop your city and state, like, share, and tag if you see this at another time. Also on the other platforms, if you're watching this, do me a favor, drop your city and state, like, share, and tag. You guys can share this on your other social media platforms. My name is Eric McKinley. I am part owner of the Blanks Spot. The Blanks Spot is a sublimation blanks and supplier. We're located in Columbia, South Carolina. We also provide eco-solvent supplies, and we are authorized vinyl reseller of Stahl's Vinyl. Today, I'm going to make this as brief as I can. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about, hey, Maya. Hey, Maya. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the 812XL refillable cartridges with chips. I know that was a lot, right? The 812XL refillable cartridges with chips. So as you guys jump on, do me a favor, drop your city and state, like, share, and tag. The Blanks Spot does sell this item. And if you are on our YouTube channel, you can go to the description and you'll be able to see the link to purchase this item. Now, let's talk about this. This is an educational moment. This item, these refillable cartridges are going to be for individuals who are converting their workforce printer from a regular printer to a sublimation printer. Which workforce printers do these cartridges work on? Well, we're talking about the Epson Workforce 7310, the Epson Workforce 7820, and Epson Workforce 7840. Okay, that's what these work on: the 7310, the 7820, and the 7840. Now let's talk about a little bit of history of these workforces as I know it. I'm just going to go back to what I understand and what I know. The very popular workforce printer that I'm talking about is a wide format printer, and I want to say that, as I can recall, as far as I can go back, as far as my knowledge, I've actually seen an Epson Workforce 7610. Okay, Epson Workforce 7610. So of course there's a 7720s and 7710s as well. These workforce printers are workhorse printers. They are wide format printers, meaning that you can print up to 13 by 19 inches. So now, those particular printers used a different set of cartridges. Those cartridges were the 252XL cartridges. The 252XL cartridges, they were refillable and they were resettable. Well, this particular chip for the 7310, the 7820, and the 7840, these are not refillable. I repeat, these are not resettable. These are not resettable. The chips cannot be reset. They are a one-time use. No, we do not have the Workforce 3640. Your best bet is going to be to go on Amazon or maybe or eBay to check it out. Okay. Now, like I said, the previous printers, you can actually reset the chip. Okay, it's refillable. You can reset the chip, meaning that you're going to be able to use a chip resetter, and that chip resetter is going to trick the printer into thinking that the ink is full. It's a new cartridge. Now, let's give a little bit of education. When you get these printers, you say, hey, you know what? I want a wide format printer, but I cannot really right now afford a sublimation printer. Well, let's talk about sublimation printers really quickly. As far as wide format, Epson makes some great sublimation printers. We have one back here. This is a F 6370, 6370, something like that. It prints up to 44 inches. Well, if you cannot afford a printer that size, Epson makes an F 170. Okay, that's a smaller format, and then it skips the 13 by 19 size and it goes up to the F570, which is 24 inches. Okay, now that 24-inch printer is going to run you anywhere between $2,200 to $2,500 depending on how you purchase it. A lot of people, that's not going to be in your budget. Okay, and if that's the case and it's not in your budget, then you're going to ask yourself, well, how can I actually build a strong sublimation business? How can I print wide format? Well, most people are getting the the Epson 7310s, 7820s, and 7840s. Now, here's the issue, and this is the reason why I'm here. They're getting these printers without being educated on how to actually use the printer, or the education of these chips not being able to be reset. Okay, you cannot reset these chips. These chips are a one-time use, and it does not matter how much ink you have inside of your cartridge. When that chip no longer reads the print, then it will not print. Okay, so it's not about how much ink is left in your cartridge. It's about how many prints you can get off of that one chip. Now, how many prints can you get off of it? I don't know. Nobody knows. You don't know how many prints that you can get off of the standard cartridges that you get with your actual printer. So it's kind of hard to tell. All right. Another thing, because they are not resettable, every time the chips are not able to be reset. So every time you run out of prints, you're going to have to replace the chips. Okay, you're going to have to replace the chips. Now, when I say replace the chips, I don't mean taking a sharp object and plucking the chips out and then trying to stick the chips back on. No, that's not what I mean. Okay, what I mean is we sell these replacement chips that are already on the actual sleeve. Okay, and they look like this. They're already on the sleeve, so we actually slide them on. Okay, so you can buy you can actually purchase the cartridges with chips already done. Okay, they're already done, and then when you need more chips, then you can actually purchase the chips only. So someone says that that's not good. Well, it may not be cost effective. However, if you're operating a business and your business is making money, then it may be more cost effective. Now, I will tell you that it's not cost effective for hobbyists. If you are a hobbyist and you are not in it to make money, but just to make some things during the holidays for your family or close friends, or maybe at your job, you may have been a designated person to make these items. Then, as a hobbyist, it may not be cost effective for you. But as a business owner, if you're operating your business in the attempt to make a profit, and you're making a profit, and you're operating your business in accordance with the IRS, and you're writing off your business expenses, this is a business expense, which means it's a write-off. So for someone who may not think is cost effective, they may be a hobbyist. For someone who's actually doing this and they may not think it's good idea, if you're a business owner, it may be the best idea. If not, then you can also actually, like I said, purchase that F570. The F570 is a wide format printer. Prints up to 24 inches wide. Okay, so that's the bit of education that I want to share with you. Now, if you are the recipient of a 7310, a 7310, a 7820, or a 7840, if you decide to purchase that printer and you want to convert it to a sublimation printer, then here's some things that you're gonna need to know. You're gonna need to know how to actually remove this little chip sleeve and then replace it. Okay. Hello, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it. Drop your city and state. We are talking about the 812XL refillable cartridges with chips. Okay. So now I'm gonna zoom in as close as I can. Okay. And this is a clip. So I'm gonna squeeze on the side. I'm squeezing on the side, and as I squeeze, I'm pulling back. That's just how easy it is to take off. I'll put it back on there. There's a little slot that it fits in. Okay. There's a little track right there. It's a little track, and there's a little slot that it fits in. It fits in this little slot right there. So it's gonna be easier with hands on, and you put it back on, you push it on there. Okay. That's just that simple. Just that simple. Did a video on this already. Squeeze, pull back, slide off. That's it. Okay. So now that it's off. Now it's time to replace your chips. Now it's time to replace your chips with the same energy. with the same energy. And I'm not sure if you can tell, if you can see that little notch right here. There's a little notch right there. There you go. With that same energy, you're going to take that same chip, line it up inside the little notch. You put it on. That's it. The other thing that you have to be mindful of is that when you put this cartridge inside of the inkwell, how you put it in is what you're going to get out of it. I have to tilt it so I can't see. So now, this clip right here is what's going to connect or snap when you put it in the inkwell, okay? I recommend that if you're going to put your cartridges in, that you put them in heel. The rear of it is going to be called the heel. That's the rear. The heel to toe method and click. Heel to toe method and click, okay? So once you set it in there and you line it up, you're going to put it in heel to toe and click down. Now, this is not the time to be rough with your equipment. This is not the time to be rough with your equipment. This is not the time to say, hey, well, you know what? If I break it, I can just go get another one. That is true. However, here at the Blank Spot, we don't do refunds, okay? We don't do refunds. We don't do replacements. Only time we replace things is if it's our fault. If we gave you something that was defective and it did not work, then we will make it right. However, because we are not in the position of a lot of marketplaces to be able to just give a 100% money back guarantee, we do videos like this to educate our customers, okay, or our potential customers. In doing so, it's really not that hard, okay? It's really not that hard. Now, if you're rough with your equipment, these can break easily. These clips can break really easily. They are flexible, but if you're handling them or mishandling them, hey, Miss Keith, thanks for jumping on. If you're mishandling these and you're dropping them and they're falling and hitting the floor, then they can break. They're designed to break, okay? They're designed to break. The problem is there are a lot of people who are not educated on purchasing the Epson Workforce 7310, the Epson Workforce 7820, and the Epson Workforce 7840. They're not educated on it. And because many people are not educated on it, they buy these printers and say, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and convert this printer, and then I'm good to go. And they run into some things that they don't understand. One thing that they don't understand, I'm going to do a really quick recap. The one thing that you have to understand when you're going to convert an Epson Workforce 7310, 7820, and 7840 is that if you're converting it to sublimation, you will need these refillable chips. These refillable cartridges, with the chips. The refillable cartridges with the chips. These are the 812XL refillable cartridges with chips. You need this. The other thing you have to understand is that if you are not working your business on a regular basis, let me stop. If you are a hobbyist only, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're a hobbyist, this option may not be as cost effective to your operation. If you are a business owner, you want to make sure that you are in the position to operate your business correctly. Take advantage of this because this is an actual business expense, and you want to make sure that you actually are able to write these off. These will be cost effective. This is a cost effective option if you are working your business. Simple as that. So that is what I want to share with you guys. I appreciate you for jumping on. Make sure you check the links in the description. The link in the description to purchase these 812XL cartridges is on the YouTube channel. If you are not watching this via YouTube right now or Facebook, you can simply go to our website, theblankspot.com. That's THEBlankSpot.com. You can actually look at the actual collection that says cartridges. It'll be on the front page. You can look at the cartridges and you can select to get the cartridges without the chips, because some people elect to use the chips that come off of their actual initial ink. That's another story for another time. It's a little bit of filing, a little bit of glue and everything. So you can buy just the cartridges themselves. You can buy the cartridges with the chips, or you can buy the chips only. Okay. So let me go ahead and answer this question. The chips can break. The chips can break the pins on the chip resetter in the work. Are you asking or are you telling me? The comment is the chips can break the pins on the chip reader in the Workforce printers. Um, mishandling, yes, they will break because they are. Thank you for that. They are. I want to say it's probably a soft metal. I'm not going to say it's gold, but it's a soft conductor metal. So it is fragile. So you do have to be careful. Like I said, if you guys missed it, I recommend when you put your cartridge in to your housing that you do it heel to toe. Some people like to go straight down. If you can do that, you can do that, but you want to line it up because if you are careless and if you are forceful and if you are not paying attention, you can break those pins. And if those pins break, then that printer is no good. It's not going to read that cartridge. So that's all I have. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate it. Once again, my name is Eric, and we're coming from the Blanks Spot. It's a sublimation blank supplier, authorized vinyl reseller of Stahl's vinyl, and also we provide eco-solvent ink and supplies for eco tanks. We're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27. That's Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. We have a website. Our website is theblankspot.com. That's THEBLANKSSPOT.com. We are, you can check out our office hours. We do ship nationwide and the outlying United States. If you guys got any questions, feel free to respond to the video, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. Once again, like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Make sure you like, share, tag, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell to be notified for the next video, and I will see you all at the top because it's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.